Yeah, it's time for another edition of Music Matters. I'm MonkeyBoy.
I'm Ziggy.
And this week we are talking one of our favorite bands.
Well, rarely do we get the opportunity to talk about a band that we started with.
Yeah.
And this is one of them.
Yeah.
You know, we recently had Hailstorm play in Sioux City. That's where this broadcast comes from, Sioux City, Iowa. That's another band that we started with.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, first single all the way till now. And, we were in radio.
Yep. That was right about the time when we started working together.
When we started working together at the beginning of Shinedown's career, and it's been massive.
Yeah.
Right now in 2025, so we're going to get into that. Coming up on the next episode, kind of a fun one.
Yeah.
I think opinion-based.
Very much opinion-based.
Yeah,
we are not saying that we are the end-all be-all of, knowledge on this topic or, clout or
essentially,
anything. But
what each of us thinks the big four bands are of, the last 25
15,
years,
yes.
I mean, the original big four are Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, and Slayer.
Yes.
But, there's been bands since then. I mean,
lot.
You have to keep in mind that the 80s for those bands, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
There's been some other bands, and so anyway, we'll talk about that next season.
You mean next episode?
Or yes, next episode. Sorry, I'm already counting on December off.
I know you're
season.
Getting excited about December.
Yeah, I'm getting this. Yeah. So anyway, let's start with some very big
music news.
Yeah, go ahead, because you're a huge fan of Kiss.
Yeah, this is a tough one. We lost Ace Frehley this week.
75?
He was 75 years old, took a stumble, fell, hit his head, and ended up in a coma and passing away. It was very... it wasn't an expected death. That was...
no, it was very shocking, and that wasn't his first fall.
No, he had fallen a couple weeks prior.
On stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they, I don't know if it was, I don't know if there was, I don't know what caused the fall, if it was just old age, if it was maybe something he had taken, like medication, or if he was drinking. I don't know, anything on that.
I believe he was sober.
I think he is sober, but I don't know, and it could have been just a regular, medication that your doctor prescribes you have an adverse effect, or it could be anything like that.
Right.
When you get to be that age, you're always on something.
Mm-hmm.
God knows I am. So yeah, we lost Ace. Ace in my world, it doesn't get much bigger. I was a huge Kiss fan. I still am. I've been a Kiss fan all my life. I did get to see the original Kiss, Ace, Peter, Paul, and Gene, on their reunion tour in the 90s, and then I think I saw that 4 times. Plus then their Psycho Circus tour as well, I caught that, which still had the original members. And then I caught, I think, one show with Tommy Thayer as guitarist. All in all, I think I've seen Kiss 10 times.
It's
a big loss.
It is a big loss. It is a big loss. We also lost this week Michael Eugene Archer, better known as D'Angelo. D'Angelo. He was a singer. He's a songwriter.
Making music.
Baby making music. You better believe it. Rolling Stone magazine ranked him as one of the 200 greatest singers of all time in 2025.
Guy could belt. He had a voice, that's for sure.
He had a voice. He was inducted into the National R&B Hall of Fame. He passed away at age 51. I believe it was cancer.
I think so too.
Yeah, I believe it was cancer. But
I gotta say, this year has just been...
We've lost
shit.
A lot of...
It's been shit. It's been a shitty fucking
music celebrities.
We lost a lot of really important people
in the
world of music and entertainment in general.
Right. Yeah.
And check on your friends, see if they're okay. I'm not completely okay. I'll be, the first to admit that. It's been a rough one for me this year.
It's been a rough one, yeah.
So check on your friends, make sure they're all right. They're handling all these, because, you basically grew up with them. Like, they were part of your life for the entirety of your life.
Well,
some of them. Ozzy and Ace, both of them.
We all know people that don't look at these deaths as anything significant to them.
Yeah, that's...
But for the rest of us,
especially the empaths.
We had a great actress die this week.
Yes, Diane Keaton. Oh, so good.
Who didn't watch a Diane Keaton movie?
Right.
Over the last 30, 40 years.
You had to at least
see one. And a lot of her movies meant something to me or impacted me. It's the same thing with, I was a big fan of D'Angelo.
Yep.
I'm a fan of Kiss.
Yep.
Fan of Ozzy Osbourne. When you talk about losing people that you grew up with in the 80s, that was our growing up time, so we have relationships tied to music.
For sure.
High school memories tied to that music.
For sure.
Or whatever it might be, and so they are significant to us. But,
yeah.
Well, Shinedown. Should we talk about
Let's talk about happier and better things.
Yeah. Shinedown is the current record holder for #1 hits, believe it or not. 23. Their last one coming on October 16th with Killing Field. So that's 23 #1s.
This week.
Yeah, it is this week. I guess it is this week. But, they also have other top 5s.
Oh, God. You look at their catalog, and they could right now do a double CD of #1 hits all by themselves. And then if you want to add the ones that didn't quite make it to #1 but definitely made it into the top 10, that is a huge number of songs for Shinedown. That I would put that in the 20s or 30s.
Oh, sure.
Of songs, so they probably have 50 total, like, top 10 hits.
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
Well, again, this is a band that we encountered in our radio careers, again, working together.
Yep.
We're talking 99, 2000.
Do you remember the first time you experienced a Shinedown in any way? Like first time you heard them, first time you saw them live?
I think it would have probably been Fly from the Inside.
For sure for me.
Or maybe 45. But I just immediately loved the band.
It was Fly from the Inside for me, and I remember because I had to do New Rock at Knockout at 9 on Z, and that song went up to battle, and I remember, taking a listen to it, trying to decide if we should use that one for that week, and immediately I was like, oh, this song is going to be huge. Mm-hmm. This song is going to be massive. And I was like, yeah, let's put that up, and it won 5 nights in a row, and that was just the beginning of their dominance in.
Yeah, because they kind of they hit in about 2001,
mm-hmm.
So we were literally there.
We saw their first tour.
We did see their first
national tour, opening up for Van Halen.
Right.
Saw them in Omaha. It was 2002, 2003. Sammy was fronting the band at that time. And do you remember Wolfgang came out, and he was just a kid mm-hmm. at that time, and he played a little bit with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
But that was still Michael Anthony playing bass.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but they came out, they did their little, I think they did, 4 or 5 songs. It was very short.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, you could just tell they were on the verge of just being huge.
Mm-hmm.
And
mm-hmm.
But they were also very young at that time too. You could tell they had fire.
How many times have you seen Shinedown now?
Oh God. At least 8.
Okay, I'm at 7.
Maybe.
I've seen Shinedown 7 times. And our close group of friends are all Shinedown fans, we've all seen them multiple times.
Many times. Met them multiple times.
Yeah, I've retired from going to see Shinedown.
Oh, I'll go see them any chance I get.
But it's always a great show.
Yeah.
It's a great band. Now, my opinion is this, before we get into more details about Shinedown, is that I really loved the first 2 albums.
Loved the first 2 albums.
I liked the first 4. The rest of it to me has just been kind of passive. They kind of went with a more commercial sound. I don't have any problem with that, but I really love the first 2 albums, and I tend to stick to the first 4.
Well, they went through some lineup changes.
Jason Todd and Brad Stewart left the band, so they would have appeared on the first 2, if not 3. But yeah. I think.
But they, their early days, at least I can speak of when meeting them. I met them all the way up until, I want to say, which album was it? The one with the snake on the cover. I think it's a snake, isn't it?
Is it State of My Mind?
Yeah. The one that one. I think that was the last time I met them.
Well, I met them down at the Tyson.
Yep.
Eric, the bass player, had broken his foot or something, so he wasn't at the meet and greet.
Oh.
I believe that was the Amaryllis tour that I met them. Well,
the first time
I do kind of remember you being there.
Yeah.
So maybe that was the...
The first time I met them, I want to say they were at the Orpheum, and it was Shinedown, Hailstorm, somebody else.
I don't know if I remember that one.
I've got, I think on the wall here, one of it somewhere.
See it right offhand.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, I don't.
I took it down. That's right. I
guess maybe I did see them at the Orpheum.
But because Rob was there, and and Limo Man was there.
Oh, okay.
If you remember Limo Man?
Yeah. Oh, that's right, Limo Man.
And Post Office Mark was there. These are old Z98
listeners. We used to get free limo rides
that we hung out with. Yeah, we get free limo rides, and yeah, it was a good time.
It was a good time.
But they were so just genuinely nice guys.
They were very
accommodating.
Very nice.
They didn't have any attitude.
Fun and funny.
Down
on our level. No egos.
Really stand-up guys. I mean, they all were They took the time to actually talk to you and spend at least a little bit of time with each person in that line that they went through. Mm-hmm. Everybody got an autograph. Everybody got a picture. And some time to talk with each one.
Right.
I would say that meet and greet lasted about an hour.
Yeah.
And they were nothing but just awesome.
Yep. They were great.
And every time I think I've met them at least 4 other times. Every time was just just the same. They were and they remembered us. Some of the people. Like I know they recognize the Lymans because they go to a lot of shows.
Yeah, our friend Joe Lyman's kind of a stalker.
Yeah,
when it comes
but
to
they know them personally, and they remembered me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they remembered my name.
Well, our friend Jason Luck goes to a lot of meet and greets, and I know that a lot of the artists remember him. He's been to so many meet and greets.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great. It's cool.
They're very they're just really great, down to earth guys. Every time the meet and greets happened, they were more than accommodating.
Yeah, I want Halsey to meet me and be really accommodating, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see a lot when you go to these meet and greets. A lot of times, it's just they put you in a line. The band stands in a line, and you get your...
Walk up, you take your picture, they sign your thing, it can be 10 seconds, 20 seconds.
Yeah, and that's it. They don't. They barely even say.
But they've always made that experience worthwhile.
Oh, for sure,
for fans, and that's how you build that fan base. If you're gonna be rude to people that come back.
They genuinely care about their fans, and you can tell that. They spend time interacting with them, and
they do.
They really care. And that was, I think, one of the things that drew me to them so much was the fact that they actually gave a shit about their fans.
Right.
And there's so many that you see that just don't care. Like they don't want to be there. They'll get your picture and let them get out of here.
Right.
You see that a lot.
Yeah, you do see that a lot.
But these guys always have been just so gracious with their time,
and they're always worth the ticket. I mean, when you've got 23 #1 hits,
fantastic.
You're gonna hear 15 of them with some top 5s and top 10s thrown in. They
always have a good light show. What's the pyro? They always have pyro.
Yep, their stage show is always good.
Always entertaining. I will always go see a Shinedown show. I don't care how many times I've seen them. Mm-hmm. I know it's going to be great.
So Shinedown is essentially, for a lot of people that don't know, Shinedown is Brent Smith.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, the same guys have been in there most of the time.
Yeah, Brent Smith had been in a band previous to Shinedown, and he had a record deal. That band didn't work out, but he continued on with the record deal.
Him and Zach, though, he
formed.
They're like John and Richie.
Yeah.
They're like John and Paul. I mean, it's those two guys.
Yeah, they are from the same place as Leonard Skinner.
Oh, really?
Jacksonville, Florida.
I guess I did not realize that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't correlate the two. I knew they both, I guess, were from that area.
Friends with them, of course. They covered Simple Man and had a lot of success with that.
They had a huge success with that.
Yeah.
They were. That was I think that cover really put them on the map. I mean, Fly From the Inside was great. 45 was great. Mm-hmm. They came out with those about the same time, but then they released Simple Man, and when Simple Man came, that was when they went to another level, I think. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they just made their debut. I think it's been 2 weeks now on the Grand Ole Opry.
Isn't that crazy?
And I'll tell you what, the Grand Ole Opry is just one of those great things that, they've had a few rock artists on there recently.
Yeah.
And the rock artists, hard rock artists, whatever, they understand the importance.
For sure.
Of the Grand Ole Opry. To be able to stand in that circle that so many legends have stood on, and
that venue is as big as like the Hall of Fame. That's
and I watched their performance on YouTube the other night.
Yeah, so I did too.
You can check that out. Working on a brand new album.
Yep, they've released 3 tracks, I believe, off of that. Maybe 4, 3.
Yeah, so I think that's coming in. Maybe
2026.
Early 2026, but they've had 365 Dance Kid Dance,
Killing Fields. I think that's it.
Yeah. So they spend a lot of time touring, which they've been on the road almost all this year, which is is not really conducive for getting into the studio.
No, that is kind of hard to finish an album when you're on the road.
You have to tour nowadays to
make money.
Yeah. I guess to make money. Do you have a favorite member of Shinedown?
I mean, I think they're all really, really great, nice guys. But I want to say Zach, I think, is my favorite.
Well,
he's just, I don't know. I think he's the most outgoing as far as talking with people, the most extroverted of the guys.
I'm a big fan of Barry Kirsch.
Barry's awesome. Yeah. Barry's great.
His hair. It's
his hair is cool too.
His hair makes the show, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That stuff gets flopping around.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
So let's see.
But yeah, both of and Zach's great. I mean, and Brent's great too. I mean, they're all, just like I said, stand-up guys.
So Leave a Whisper 2003, Us and Them 2005, The Sound of Madness 2008, Amaryllis 2012, Threat to Survival 2015, Attention Attention 2018, Planet Zero 2022.
I love all those albums. I really do. Like every one of them. I mean, I know that they changed their style a little bit, especially
Threat to Survival.
I think Threat to Survival.
Threat to Survival was the biggest departure.
Yeah.
But you and I, often on the podcast, we talk about gatekeeping.
Yeah.
And gatekeeping is for anyone, and it applies to not only music, but TV, movies, whatever.
Right.
It's expecting that original thing that you found just always stays that way, right. And not wanting to
grow
deviate, or change. And even my favorite bands, that I love, they're always changing their sound, and
usually there's very few
you have
that
to
stick
do that.
To the
you
same
have to
sound.
do that for creativity.
Yeah.
I mean, we may not like that, but you can't record the same song over and over.
Unless you're AC/DC.
Well, yeah, unless you're AC/DC, yeah, they've pretty much recorded the same song over and over.
Right.
That ain't no lie.
But I still love them.
But yeah, you still love them, and so yeah, I mean, Threat to Survival is really where I kind of dipped. If the songs are on the radio, I listen to them. But yeah, I'll bring up on my playlist something from Leave a Whisper, Us and Them, The Sound of Madness, and
those albums though that did go more towards the pop end of things. They still were rock. It was just a lighter, more, I would say, radio friendly song.
Well, we being former radio announcers and just understanding how it works. If you can get that crossover success, you're going to be better off, because that crossover success takes you to a younger audience.
Yep.
And so I don't remember right offhand what the first song would have been that crossed over. Maybe something off of The Sound of Madness. And they got that commercial pop success. And then
once that happened, yeah.
And then you go and find them. For instance, we've talked about on the current active rock chart, Architects.
Yep.
And their hit song. Okay, that's crossed over now. But that is not truly representative of the Architect's sound.
Right.
What
everything
longtime
before.
Fans are used to from the band. It's a very big crossover departure for them.
Yeah.
When you actually go and listen to the other music, you're going to find that, wow, these guys are really, pretty hard.
Yeah, they're heavy.
And I think you found that in the early days of Shinedown.
They were much heavier back in the early days.
Yeah,
yes.
they were much heavier, but I mean,
they can write a ballad though, man.
They can write a ballad.
They are good.
I'll Follow You. I'll Follow You is
God.
one of my favorite
The
songs.
lyrics of Shinedown is where, I mean, Brent, I think, is the one that writes the lyrics. His mastery of writing a song, like, to get you emotionally invested in those songs. Like, you can relate to almost every single song. Like, they can feel like they're speaking right to you. Or describing your life to a T. Like, it's like he sat in the room, watched you for years, and then wrote this song, and it describes you to a T. Like, he's got that gift of just being that relatable to people on a massive scale. And he's got some great lines too in his work. So I mean, I love their lyrics and their music. They are one of those rare bands that write really good songs.
Yeah, they tap into their, I like songs like that too. Which that you can relate to. You feel like they're talking about something that's bothering you or has affected you, some past trauma, whatever. We have to remember that we're all human beings. We're all we all have the same emotions and all that. And a bully. They've talked about bullies.
Yep. I thought they were speaking right to me on that.
Suicide.
Song.
They've talked about suicide. Okay, you ready? Here's the challenge.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to talk about the number ones.
Okay.
Okay. You have to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. Your opinion as to. Okay, you ready?
1 to 10?
Yeah, 1 to 10.
All right.
Okay. Save Me, 2005. That was their first number one.
I'd say about an 8.
Devour, 2008.
I'll go a 7 on that one. That one's not my favorite of theirs.
Second Chance, 2008.
That one's a great one. 9.
Okay, I would agree with that. Sound of Madness, 2009.
10. That song
is great.
That one.
The Crow and the Butterfly, 2010.
I love that song.
Another great one.
Yeah, that's a 10.
One of my least favorite Shinedown songs. Diamond Eyes, Boom.
Really? You don't like that
boom.
one? Oh, I love that. But I will say, it was for a movie. Originally, it was for the Expendables. I will say, I'll give that an 8. It's not a perfect 10, but as far as a jammer rock song, like I can put that on and just jam.
Bully, 2012.
It's a 10.
That is a 10. Unity, 2012.
8.
Cut the Chord, 2015.
That's a 10 for me.
That is a 10. State of My Head, 2016.
That's a 9.
How Did You Love, 2017.
Also a 9.
Devil, 2018.
We'll go 8.
Get Up, 2018.
That's a 10.
Monsters, 2019. I like Monsters.
Monsters is a good one. That's a 9.
Attention, Attention, 2020.
That's a 10.
Atlas Falls, 2020.
That's a 10.
Planet Zero, 2022.
10.
Dead Don't Die.
That's a 10.
That is a 10. I do love that song. A Symptom of Being Human, 2024.
That's a 12.
That's a 12?
Yeah. The lyrics in that just,
okay.
I mean...
Dance, Kid Dance, 2025.
I'll give that an 8.
Killing Fields, 2025.
Maybe a 9.
A lot of hits there.
365 is also a number one.
Well, that wasn't mentioned there. Do you want to give it a number?
365, I'll give an 8.
Okay, good. Now, yeah, I mean they're 45. I think is the
Planet Zero was a damn good album. The one they just released in 2020. Their latest, because they haven't put a follow up to it yet. There's singles, but as far as an album goes, Planet Zero was kind of a different album for them. It was almost like a concept album, because they kind of, all the themes kind of ran together. It was good. It was just really well done.
Let's see here. Second Chance, 320 million streams.
That song is huge.
Sound of Madness, 296 streams.
96 million streams.
Yes, thank you. Cut the Chord, 233 million. 45, 207 million.
That's just on Spotify, or is that on...
Spotify.
Just on Spotify?
151 million for State of My Head. I mean, all of them...
Oh, they're just huge.
I mean, they're just...
What is their monthly listenership? It's got to be ridiculous.
I don't know about the monthly...
I'll take a look.
Listenership. What are their... One of my favorite things about the live show is, they always do this little acoustic thing. That's generally where they do cover Simple Man, which,
right.
Again, Simple Man had to be a top 10 for them.
I think it was...
Maybe top 5.
Yeah, I think it was top. I think it was top 5. Let's see, 7.3 million monthly listeners.
Oh wow, wow, that's a lot.
Damn near 10 million listeners a month. That's insane.
Did you know that they have hot sauce?
No.
Yeah, they have a hot sauce line.
Really?
Yeah, since May of 2024. Each flavor named after one of their songs.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can look that up.
Yeah,
I'm sure
we'll
Jason Luck has some of that barbecue
That would
sauce.
not surprise me. That would not surprise me.
Yeah, our friend Jason. I mean, he once drove from Sioux City to Des Moines. I think he was going to meet Corey Taylor of Slipknot to
sign a bottle, right?
Sign a bottle of whiskey.
Yep.
And he wasn't even going to the show that night.
No, just to get the bottle.
He went to get the bottle signed, and then I think he went to the show the next night. He was going to see Stone Sour or something, maybe.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, no, that sounds right.
Yeah. So he probably has the hot sauce, is what we're saying.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
So they opened for Van Halen.
Yep.
They've been out this year with Bush, Beartooth, Morgan Wade, and Blackstone Cherry. They have co-headlined with 3 Days of Grace, which would be the second band with the most #1 hits. Papa Roach, Spirit Box, Godsmack, Five Finger Death Punch, Hailstorm, Breaking Benjamin, Chevelle, Puddle of Mud, Rob Zombie. I mean, they've been on festival appearances with Nothing More, Asking Alexandria, Van Halen, Seether, Three Doors Down, Iron Maiden, a Who's Who. Yeah.
I know. You know, I think one of the things that kind of, you know, Shinedown has evolved and changed over the years. Like you said, they were heavier in their early days, not so much in today. Well, Brent Smith underwent a major lifestyle change about that same time, a transformation in the 2010s, losing weight, quitting drugs to improve in his health and performance. And you can tell the guy is like straight laced now.
Well, he is, and I don't know that he was the only one in Shinedown that maybe had some addiction issues.
Yeah, I think there were.
But you know, once you work through your stuff, do a big introspection, like I think Brent Smith did.
Yeah.
You start writing differently.
Yes.
Other things become more important.
Right.
To get out.
Yes.
And
I think that's what.
And I think that's why I think there was more emotion put into the music, more feeling, than previous.
Right. They also not only Shinedown, Zach and Brent have their own little side thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's under Smith and Myers. Is that
Smith
what they
and
call
Myers?
it?
Yeah.
And they just do acoustic stuff, which is really cool too. And they've had
Jason
on
Todd
that too.
I think Jason Todd performed a show with them.
Their
former guitarist, but yeah, and that's great stuff too. That's great stuff too. I'm not a big acoustic guy at all.
I do love acoustic stuff. If they can break it down and do it still justice, like I love that. Like,
but that so rarely happens.
Yeah, it is. It's very rare.
I think. But yeah, I just like it plugged in, man.
Yeah, you like it loud.
Turn it to 11. You know? Turn it to 11.
I'm not opposed to that, but I'm also not opposed to breaking it down and
I just, when they strum the acoustic guitar, it's just like everything is like kumbaya.
See, to me, it's more of like, this is how the song started. This is where it began.
Well, that's where every song starts, isn't it?
It's on like an acoustic.
It's on a keyboard. It's on an acoustic guitar. It's yeah.
So I kind of enjoy that process, and then you can go from where it started to where it ended up. And it's interesting to see. Some of that stuff is interesting to me. I like to see how it changes.
Well, you got any other interesting facts?
Let's see what else here. Shinedown's music has been featured in WWE events, video games, major films. Zach is a gearhead and guitar collector.
I did know he was a guitar collector.
Yep, he shares that with his fans, his setups, and some of his prized possessions. He'll do a little live stream of his stuff. Another interesting fact is Brent Smith does not have he's homeless.
Yeah, he does not.
He does
have
not
a home.
have a home.
He's never had a home.
No.
No,
Isn't that crazy?
He crashes with the other guys.
Yeah, he does not have his own place.
They're too busy touring all the time.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any. I don't think he has any interest in having a place.
No.
I think he enjoys that nomad lifestyle of going place to place to place to place to place and staying in hotels, and I think that's just the way he likes to live.
Mm-hmm.
And more power to him. I could never do that. I like to have a home. I like to be cozy, comfy. Have all my stuff in one place. Plus, it hurts to travel. So
yeah. Well, and that's there you have a drag. We've talked about this too on the podcast. Yeah, I could never envision myself going through what these artists go through. I know why they're going through it. I know what their dream. I know what the dream and the goal is. But for me to pack in a van with 7 other people, worry about food, money, and all that
stuff. My God.
You go play on the stage for 20 minutes. What do you do with the rest of the day?
Right.
You get a little bit bigger. It's planes, it's trains, it's automobiles, whatever. You're always, you're packing for this. The bigger you get, the busier you are.
Yep.
The more disconnected you become from everything.
Yep.
It's just not a life. I
don't think I could do it. I
mean, if you're wanting the fame, that's great.
More power to you. But
more power to you. So, a couple of artists that Shinedown has inspired. They've been around long enough.
Oh, they've been around for. Yeah.
I think that you'll agree with this one. Any Given Sin.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like Shinedown.
They sound exactly like Shinedown.
He sounds very much like Brent Smith.
Yes, agreed.
What about Sleep Theory? They're a relatively new band.
Yeah, I can see the comparison.
Been around under 10 years.
Yeah.
But Sleep Theory is one of the great new bands. You should absolutely check them out.
Are they going to be in our top 4 next week? Tune in next week to find out. I don't know. They might be in my top 4.
I would hope not.
I don't know.
So some of their contemporaries: Alter Bridge, Breaking Benjamin, Hailstorm, Godsmack.
Yeah.
All bands that became big along with them at the same time.
Some of them, like Godsmack, a little bit earlier than them.
Yeah.
They were around in the 90s.
Yeah.
Shinedown, I think it was 2002 or 3 that they really started to make waves. But yeah, they've been around for 20 plus years. They've really done it all. And the thing that blows my mind is they're still young. They've got a lot of career left. If you look, if they hang on like the Stones and do it for 50 some years, how many number ones are they going to have?
That's right. So other bands that maybe you remind me of them: Pop Evil.
Yeah, a little. Yep.
Catchy.
Yep.
Catchy, good hooks, good choruses.
Yep.
Adelita's Way.
A little bit. Yeah. They're in the same vein. Yeah.
A band I'm not really familiar with. Blacktop Mojo.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they have a little bit of Shinedown in them. Yeah.
Here's one that you'll be surprised about. Saul.
Oh, definitely.
Saul from Iowa.
No, yeah, that's not surprised at all. They definitely have that earlier Shinedown feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saul would be like if you mix Shinedown, Pink Floyd, and someone really heavy. I don't know. But yeah, those two and a heavier element make it, mix that all together, you'll have Saul.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think that's one thing I've always enjoyed about Shinedown is it, yeah, it's the honest lyrics, the personal lyrics.
For sure. The lyrics speak to you. At least they do to me.
I'm not a big lyric guy. I know thousands of lyrics to thousands of songs. There are songs that lyrically are very important to me. But I'm a drummer, I'm a musician. That's where I gravitate towards.
Sure.
Shinedown is a band that from the start was talking about emotional stuff.
For
that
sure.
When I listen to Shinedown, I'm listening for the words. I'm listening for the lyrics.
Yeah. And the music as well. But I mean, their lyrics are always just great. Usually inspiring. Like they usually are very inspiring.
Some of their songs can be anthemic.
Yeah, anthemic and make you feel like, I don't know. Like they throw the power of positivity your way.
Right.
Like, you know, that you hear that song and you just like feel refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's the best way to describe it. But they're good. They are good.
They are good.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good look at Shinedown.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm a big fan. I've got to say I think they are probably. I don't know. I'd hate to say they're the greatest of all time, but when you look at the numbers, show me a band that has more number ones.
I think it's hard for me to go back. I mean, obviously, you know, in the next episode we're gonna, talk about the Big Four thing. But let's just talk about that briefly now. You know, I can remember that's a substantial period of my time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I could recognize those bands as being big. I've grown up with Shinedown, Godsmack, 3 Days Grace, all that.
Yeah.
A different period in my life. It's hard to look back and go, wow, they've been around 25 years.
Yeah, they have.
I can't believe they've been around this long.
Yeah.
That now they're at the point of going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They're at the point of inspiring musicians
For
and
sure.
other music artists and stuff like that. So, you're like, well, the biggest band of all time. It's kind of weird to look at that because it's like, wait, it just seems like
how is
yesterday.
Shinedown classic rock? But yeah, they
Already.
have 20. They've been around over 20 years. They have songs that are over 20 years old.
Yes, because there is this term out there. We've talked about genres 100 times and how that's so much to get into, and everybody wants to name a genre.
Right.
But this is dad rock now.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Very much is.
It's dad rock.
It is. Yeah.
The new bands of today, which I think we're going to touch on a lot of new bands in our next episode, like Sleep Theory.
Yep.
That those are the new hot bands, your Sleep Tokens.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of other bands that are out there now. Era Wage War and stuff that are now taking up this fire in the rock and metal scene and whatever.
Yep.
It's just weird to wow. I can't believe they've been around that long.
I know.
But they are a great band. Highly recommend the live show.
If you can see them live, go.
Yeah,
just go. I mean, even if you're not familiar with them, if you only know like one or two songs, the experience you will have at that show you'll come out of it feeling great. Mm-hmm. You just will. I always feel like I've been to my happy place when I go to a concert, but especially when I go to a Shinedown concert. They just, I don't know.
They've always been worth the ticket price.
Yeah, you never are disappointed.
I've never had a problem.
No. Nope.
Yeah, visit Shinedown. Look up some live clips on YouTube.
For sure.
You can catch his podcast, the Music Matters podcast. It's on Spotify.
Yep.
It's on Apple Music.
Yep.
You can check out the Music Matters page on Facebook.
Yep.
We put that and a few other things on there. It's on YouTube at Andy Matson 5913.
Yep.
And we do...
And MonkeyBoyRadio.com.
Oh, MonkeyBoyRadio.com around 8 p.m. Central. It debuts every Sunday night.
And I've been posting them now on the website, too, so you can go back and listen to them there as well.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right, so that'll be great.
Yeah.
And we do have something to announce here.
Yeah.
It's bad news for you.
Oh.
But it's great news for those that follow the podcast that we do have a 100% intention of doing this with video.
Oh, God. Nobody wants to see this.
In 2026. Probably
mug.
early, after we take our December break, you'll be able to watch us do this podcast, which will mean that Andy will have to take a shower, probably dress
look a little better.
Because you look like hell every time we sit here and do this.
I don't care.
So you're going to have to maybe shave and
clean
yourself up.
All right.
I have a friend sending us some equipment, so we look forward to doing that. We'll have to tidy up the monkey cage.
Yeah, the cage needs cleaning up.
We got to get something comfortable to sit in.
Thrown enough of it around.
These 1960s wooden lawn chairs just aren't cutting it anymore.
Yeah, these chairs suck.
They do.
They really do.
Yeah.
I need to get some new chairs.
But we love doing this.
Yeah, it's great.
It's the Music Matters podcast. I'm Ziggy.
I'm Monkey Boy. We'll talk to you next time.